Hi, everyone. I just wanted to give you all an update on what's going on at AutismWish and the Embracing Autism podcast right now. If you've been following closely, you probably read our previous email about the current financial pressures that our family is enduring. I'm not sure if you noticed, but for the first time ever, we did not have a live stream on Friday night. And unfortunately, that was because as of Friday, I was directly impacted by tech layoffs. So I had to take that time to kind of process what that meant for us, what that meant for Autism Wish, what that meant for our girls. And so I am no longer employed. And as the primary breadwinner and insurance provider for our girls, this is a devastating blow to our livelihoods. As you all who have autistic kiddos may know, it's really expensive and difficult to get kids into therapies in the first place. We risk losing our spots on the wait list. We risk losing essentially any support that we have for them. Even if we're able to gain financial resources later, if in the meantime, that can, result in us losing our spot, which means even if we got those financial resources, we'd be back on that multi-month waiting list. So this is kind of like a stressful time for our family, needless to say. But it's for that reason that I just want to tell you all that we will be taking some time away from Autism Wish. And what this means is that there will be fewer, if any, posts on social media, except possibly for some updates on how our family's doing. I might start doing just quick videos instead because it's just easier than doing posts and informational posts. This also should not impact the Embracing Autism podcast for now. We intend to continue to live stream and drop episodes each week. However, you might see a few more IRL episodes on days that we really need to kind of hunker down and focus on self-care and job hunting. As a result of my layoff and our new financial situation, we'll also need to temporarily make some adjustments to our programs at Autism Wish. Our goal is to be able to effectively gift as many children as possible. So we have decided to prioritize Christmas Wish over the 4th of July earmuff drive this year, as we feel that we could probably do more good that way. So what does this mean? Well, unfortunately, we'll not be able to open up our annual 4th of July earmuff drive nationally this year, as we simply can't cover the costs. And so what we will be doing instead is we're going to be proceeding with a local earmuff drive for those autism families that are in our local community. So we anticipate that we should still be able to support about 50 children this way. The difference is that we will have to limit that to our local community this year, essentially. As for Christmas Wish itself, I would say it's still too soon to tell. Our hope is that I will be able to find a new position before then and get things back to normalcy. But again, only time will tell. In the meantime, we'll continue to try and keep the podcast and website afloat to the best of our capacity. However, if it comes between putting food on the table for our girls and hosting our website or podcast, we will ultimately always put our girls' needs above all else, obviously. So it is not out of the question that we may have to put a pause on that. We are really strapped financially at this moment. Our priority, again, is just getting our mortgage payments hopefully paid, and our car payment, and the girls' insurances, food, the basics. So we are just stretching every dollar to see if we can cover that first. And then we will see from there what we can do. But as you are now aware, it is going to be a tight situation for us. So I'm just requesting patience, compassion, understanding while we try to do the best that we can given the circumstances. I have had a few of you already who have told, ask us about what you can do to support us. I got a couple of responses to the email that I sent out last newsletter. And there are a few things that you can do. First of all, my priority is getting a job. So if you happen to know anybody who's working in the technology industry, who is familiar with UX or user experience work, that is what I do. I am looking for a 100% remote position. So if anybody has any leads on any UX user experience remote positions, please shoot me an email at leah@autismwish.org. That's LIA@autismwish.org. And I'd be happy to share my resume and my portfolio grow and connect. So that's my first priority. That's the best way that people can help me right now. If you'd like to help us with the basics in terms of trying to keep our studio lights on, keep our podcast going, keep the website afloat, we currently pay for all these things out of pocket. So things like keeping our website server paid, paying for like the domain name of autismwish.org. We have to cover that cost. The newsletter service, the hosting service for the podcast. All of those things are basically annual subscriptions that we have to pay for to cover those basic costs to keep things running. Right now, we think we can float that for a little bit, but because some of those were prepaid. However, once it comes time to renew, probably late summer, early fall, if we have not been able to secure me a job by then, those will be kind of the next things that we start cutting out. And so if you would like to help us with that, what you can do is just contribute via Cash.App at $AutismWish or Venmo at AutismWish. Whatever you can, $1 helps. If you're not in a spot to give, I totally understand that as well. But I just want to be realistic and open with you guys as to what's going on at AutismWish and where we see things kind of heading right now because of current economic conditions and obviously the fact that I was impacted by the massive tech layoffs that we're seeing across the country. And so, again, if you would like to contribute, the best way would be if you have any leads for a UX position or contributing via Cash App at $AutismWish or Venmo at AutismWish. Anything helps. Honestly, it'll all go towards trying to keep these services and everything going, keep the servers running, keep the podcast going, unless you explicitly want to detail in your giving that you want us to use this towards our family. If you specifically say that, then I will do that. Otherwise, my assumption is you want it to go towards AutismWish, in which case I will honor that too. So that's pretty much it. I just want to tell you, like, we are going to be doing everything that we can to maintain this. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch this video and just listen to me for a couple of minutes. We'll continue our hard work towards autism advocacy in every way that we can. And of course, don't forget to join us live this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern for our latest podcast live stream. It will actually be relevant to the topic at hand. So thank you so much. I hope to see some of you guys then, and I'll catch you all later. Bye, Embracers.